Every day I look across the office floor, there you are. G'day guys, how are we doing? I'm about to start on this lovely portrait here. If you missed the news, your boy's now a daddy and we are going to chuck some paint around. I've been running a little bit behind today. The plan was to go to the gym with a friend of mine and have a workout and then make dinner. I fell that far behind that we've skipped the gym. Tragedy. And we're going to just apply some paint. So I've got three pictures on the go right now. And this is going to be the one that we kick off with. So that's pretty exciting. Now I'm just going to make sure we're in the right position here. We look to be. Is it turning me just a little bit? It's turning me like a little bit tomatoey. I promise I'm not a tomato. Why is the lights turning me into a tomato? Sort of weird. Anyway, if the lights will turn me into a tomato, then so be it. That's the life we live, but hopefully it goes a little bit more normal. There we go. Perfecto. Put that one there. And guys, my most sincerest apologies for disappearing for the last... How long have I been gone for? Hey guys, jeepers, I've been gone for going on 5 days now. Been arranging all sorts of stuff. You are 100% correct. That's why I keep you around, guys. You help me spot things like that. Hold on. There we go. Fixed. Belt loop grabbed. Appreciate you. You're helping out a lot. Ooh, hello Brandy, how you doing? So we're applying paint to this. Let me know if I'm talking too loudly. I want to try and make sure I don't blow the speaker off here, but we'll see how we go. Now, we are painting this lovely picture, and I have got plates up the yin-yang. And I think, Paulo, great question. Michael, yes I am. It's a lovely baby girl, very exciting. I'm using acrylics on this one, and I typically use, I use oils, I use acrylics, and I use egg tempera. What else do I use? Gouache. Don't use watercolors. So if you've got questions on watercolors, don't put them my way. The reason why I don't use watercolors is because I find with watercolors, they need to go from light to dark. So there's a system. It has to go through the system every time. So you have to start in those light colors, build up the layers, and then the final pieces are dark. Otherwise, they all just go blurry and splatter off together. I don't like that because that is inherently a system that demands a certain format of control. And I don't like a format of control. I like the ability to go from light to dark, to different colors, to different layers, to different textures, and flatten it off and keep going. When you have a format you must stick to, the whole process is inherently limited by that format. Good or bad, but limited by the format. Oh, thanks, Brandy. I appreciate that. And Michael, thank you very much. I am ridiculously excited about it. Absolutely. And now, we're back here in the studio, and we're going to throw some paint onto this lovely picture. Now, a couple of little things I'm going to do. I'm just going to turn this on for a cooling effect. There we go. G'day, guys. Now, the next thing to do is, it's not overly exciting for the color palette, but it's very, very exciting for the definition. We're going to add some blacks to kick off with. Johnny, thank you very much. Almost swallowed that down the wrong hole then for a moment. Thank you very much, Johnny. Appreciate that. So for those who don't know, I've got a delightful little baby girl on the way, which means you can call me Daddy. Hello, Jay. Long time no see. So that's been why I've been on a little bit of absence so far, because I was arranging things like gender reveals and teeing up a few little bits and pieces. But now we're back. We're back and painting. Dearie me, I've left a little something down in the car. I need it. Right, Thanks, Jeru. Appreciate you. I'm just going to go like this, team. It won't be the end of the world if I can just find the little thing. I've got to grab something from my vehicle. I'll be back in just a moment. It's a certain painting medium, and it's a big bucket of it. So I'll show you what it is when I get back in just a moment. Alright. This here. Doesn't come in the most fancy jug in the whole world. Doesn't need to. This is called Primal. It's a handmade blend. It's acrylic sealer and medium. Now I like this stuff because you can put it as the base coat of the actual surface to protect it. Ashy, how we doing? We're doing fantastically. And you can also... And cheers, Drew. Thanks, Louise. You can also use it to mix into the paint, and I like that because that means the medium that goes into the paint and actually layers up on the canvas is the same stuff that you mix in with the acrylics. I think it seals it on stronger rather than a whole bunch of different viscosities coming in there. And it does cement itself on pretty tight. There we go. Let's grab a little bit of this. You can go with this. You can go with that. You can go with us. You can go with this. You can go with that. You can go with that. I have a few extra paints in here. Just going to see if the colour I'm after is drifting around in here anywhere. Grab that one. Never much like grabbing those. There we are. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're after. Okay. Cobalt turquoise, just a little bit. It's going to mix in with the blacks and basically become defeated anyway. Tired of Mars Violet. It's not serving me. Mars Violet is not the go. But this one here, this deep magenta, can come to party, and percussion blue, that one can also come in party. There we go. I hope you like the new Get Up team. The sort of painty style shirt, the buttons the whole way down the front, these jeans and these shoes, it's all from an op shop. I went to one on Saturday and I was going to share it, stream it, but I ended up talking with the owner of the op shop for most of the time anyway. But I do plan on taking you guys through an op shop with me so you guys can see what we're looking at in a New Zealand op shop when we go to buy some clothes. Sometimes you find what you're looking for, sometimes you don't. Probably this shirt, if anything, is just a little bit on the baggy side, but that's okay. We live and we learn. Let me just move you a little bit more this way. You're catching the light a little funny. There we go. Now I can see comments perfectly. And then we'll just stream down here. Beautiful. Thank you. Actually, more correctly, I look like exactly 8 plus 6, 14. The shoes were 20. I look like $34 on the money, which is, and the coolest thing about that is it's not just $34, it's $34 donated to charity. So I look like a donation of $34 to a local charity. That's pretty cool. You can't get behind that. Yeah, so the shoes were $20. They're lovely. Lovely Barker shoes. And then the shirt was $6. And then the pants were $8, I think. I bought a couple of things. I've got a couple of new outfits, is what I'm saying. We've thrown away some clothes. Well, put the clothes back into the clothing donation box. And we've brought in some new clothes. All in our little op shop escapades, which I kind of enjoy. Putting me out of my comfort zone to try new things. In this case, I wouldn't normally wear a shirt like this. This is unique for me. So, like with its buttons the whole way down the front and sort of loose fitting center, kind of makes me look like I got a tummy every now and again. So, and be it, like the username, no, I'm not based in New York City. We're based in New Zealand. So, this is the lovely land of the long white cloud, also known as Aotearoa, which is the population of the Māori called Aotearoa. I like that term too, Aotearoa. The only problem is sometimes I find that when I talk to internationals, they can find it quite challenging to pronounce. Just like with Spanish, when you have to roll the R, roa, Aotearoa. But that's okay. It's the same plight the Spanish deal with. Hey Chad, how we doing? And David, appreciate you, mate. That black is awfully strong. Awfully strong. Alrighty tighty. So, I just want to say thank you as well, team, because over the last 48 hours, I've been showered with an absolute abundance of love. And pretty exciting. I wonder if in 4 years, I'll have a little helper. Which would be pretty cute. Pretty cute. Let's put a little bit through here. We're now on to the blues. I get sick of the blacks very, very fast. They quickly do all their defining work, and then you need to move away from them. After they've finished defining, they just start destroying. We just want just enough. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. I think Little Dicky has a saying. Little Dicky's a rapper. He's quite a funny one. And he says to Snoop Dogg, "Real recognize real." And Snoop Dogg agrees. So if you're a fan of Snoop Dogg, or a fan of Little Dicky, you might like that saying. But I think that's the truth. Whereas he's talking about rapping, I think in terms of authenticity, being real, being honest, being exposed, being vulnerable, I think real recognizes real. And I couldn't help myself if you saw the most recent video I put up. Someone was saying I was a really cool artist. And I thought, there's been a few of those comments coming through, probably because when you see an artist grab their greatest hits and put it into a video, it seems like it's far, far more, they're more cool than they actually are. Guys, if you hang around here a lot, you know that I am not cool. And I'm proud for that. I'm proud of that. But I play trading card games. I love a little bit of I like more than the Star Wars movie. I like reading up about the facts and the lore. I like a bit of backstory. I like a bit of context. And then, same with Lord of the Rings. Just a geek at heart. A good, proper geek. And proud of it. I wasn't a nerdy, geeky drama kid in high school. Only to think I was going to turn my back on all that once I became an adult. to become one of the cool kids. We wanted nothing to do with those kids in high school. We were the geeks and proud of it. And thank you very much, Victoria. Appreciate you. So it's a lovely, lovely baby girl. And I can't wait to announce the name to you all. You read the end of the book first. Yes, I did, Ashy. That is... Oh no, with books, I'll typically, if I like the look of the book, especially in audiobook form, I'll listen to the whole book and go on the journey. But with movies, I don't have that same level of patience. I will just watch the end of the movie, or worse still, not watch the movie and read the plot on Wikipedia. Unless, of course, it's Kung Fu Panda, then I'll always watch the movie through. Hey, Karen. No, actually, Ashy, you're 100% right. I absolutely would. I absolutely would read the plot of a movie and skip to the end on things. Terrible when it comes to a TV series. When the TV series stops and it's like, more next week. And I'm like, not if it's on Wikipedia. Thank you very much, Victoria. Appreciate you. And hello, USA. Do you speak for the entirety of USA? That's quite exciting. And was everyone part of that TikTok show thing? I was getting emails from TikTok Australia or New Zealand Australia about some competition that was going on with all their TikTok accounts. Everyone was trying to compete in a giant TikTok competition to be cool. Thanks, Ashy. I am excited. Please, 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 please tolerate me if we start doing a few. Probably not with the acrylics or the oils at all, because of the I'll be doing a zero fume policy once the baby shows up on the indoors. We'll use the acrylics and the oils outdoors, obviously, but on the indoors, we'll just be using tempera, and we might do a few reels with a little tacker, which will be pretty fun. But then maybe I might have to set the timer like on a 10-minute thing. Go, right, gotta go change a nappy. We'll take a quick 10-minute break, or Seb goes and changes this nappy, and then we'll be right back to the action. Victoria, we've got a few things we're tossing around with, but we have not chosen yet. So it is still a mystery. A mystery, but we will announce it once we know for sure. Promise you that. Promise you that. Hey Jenny, how you doing? Good to have you here. How are you? And sorry for it being a while, team. Gender reveals, all this sort of stuff takes up time, but I'm back now. And I was saying to a few lovely people, the subs on Discord and on Discord and Instagram, we're looking at setting something up. We're setting something up. That thing we're setting up is going to be an ongoing exact time for streaming. So instead of just going live randomly and me popping on here, we'll still do that, but we'll have some set times every week. You'll know on TikTok at this time and Instagram at this time. So if you want to get a glass of wine and you want to come in here and just hang out for a couple of hours, rather than me just disturbing your day randomly, we're going to make the floor open to that. So if you're interested in saying, well, actually, Tuesday afternoon works really well for me some of the time because I'm getting home from work and the kids are doing this and blah, 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 or I have a long drive most of the time on that day and I put you in the background, let me know and I will try and tee up the system on my end to cater better for you. I'd love to do that. So if you're interested, then let me know what time works best for you and I'll try and make it happen. Can't guarantee anything. Can't guarantee anything. But yeah, you can zoom in on the painting. That's pretty fun. It's a little bit wild right now as we add all the colors into it. But when it comes to capturing love, very similar to what we did with those two gentlemen in the wedding photo, or the archway above them. With this picture, we don't have an archway, but we have quite an eclectic background. And so inside that background, we want to capture a whole range of hues and tiny little moments everywhere. Because, well, in a cheesy way, we want to capture the depth of love. The depth and the kaleidoscope of colours. I think a lot of the time we get an idea that love is a pure, singular emotion. I don't feel it in the same way. I don't feel love as something that's isolated and pure. I always think of love as something that has so many facets, like a shape with an uncalculatable amount of sides, if that makes sense, and nooks and crannies. Not so much that love's a journey or a perfect circle, but that actually love is this constantly altering enigma or shape that you just can't stop being allured by. I think that's how I feel about love. And so when it comes to projecting love, we have to create a subject which is constantly capturing you in little pockets, alluring you into different parts of it with an amazing amount of texture, color, shape, and moments. And so that goes beyond the actual two figures in a park. That goes deeper into the actual artwork itself. How are we using art to capture that element of love through paint? We still want the likeness, of course, and that's already sort of there. You glance at it, you see, boom, boom. Yeah, absolutely, Ashy. Sorry, did I miss something there? Oh yeah, absolutely, Ash. You get on the Discord. So basically what happens is there's a Discord for bada bing ba boom. There's a Discord for subscribers on TikTok where we chat away, and there's also a subscriber lounge thing on Instagram. But if you're on Discord, you get much. I like repost across if there's any important announcements, so you don't need to double up or anything. If you're on one, you're on the other, essentially. But pick your favorite. If you're a TikTok girl, do TikTok. If you're an Insta boy, do Insta. You do you. That's what I reckon. You know I reckon that. Hello, Yogurt. How we doing? Yeah, go for gold. I'll send you the link to it. Sometimes I think it doesn't send you the link automatically through TikTok. It should do it, but sometimes it doesn't. So these are the things we have to deal with. It's so very fixable though, which is great. We'll just give you the link and you'll be away. Don't think it's going to be this giant community either, where you're going to get lost in a crowd. There's like 20 of us, so your voice gets heard. Your voice gets heard. I like it too. I think same with the lives. When we go up to the when we're on a live sometimes and we go to 900 people, it's kind of fun. The chat is just going wild and the energy bounces up a bit more, but actually on the whole, the ability to connect on an interpersonal level plummets. So marketing, yeah, it's fantastic. Purpose, doesn't deliver on our core values as much as, I think actually, 30 engaged people, that's the slapper. And actually, is that right? Is that true, Jay? That's the first I'm hearing. That's cool. But anyway, I think the smaller crowds is better. When you notice we're on about 50 people, that's good. 30 engaged people or 50 with like 20 watches, this is primo. This is good. We can have a conversation. A subwave. All right. Subwave. How about it? Also, guys, I have been working on something pretty exciting. Quick little wild card for you. We've all got phones. I'm working on wallpapers. So a couple of you have got pictures that you like look in the corner. I mean, my screen might be slightly different, Jay. What is flares? Flares help resume? Oh God, what have I done? I touched something, guys. More exposure.